Hi, my name is Denise Smith. I'm 46 years old. My birthday is on April 15th. Um, I am barely 5 feet tall, so I call myself vertically challenged. I have sandy blonde hair and hazel eyes. My husband and I will celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary on June 17th of this year. We have three wonderful children. Our daughters are ages 22 and 23, and our son is 17. He is a rising senior in high school. Our oldest daughter is getting married on December 13th of this year, so we are in the midst of planning her wedding. She will be married in Columbus, Ohio, where her and her fiance work and live, and that is very interesting and quite a challenge to plan a wedding so far away. I am typically shy until I get to know you, and then people tell me that I don't stop talking once I'm comfortable with you. Um, I currently work full time at Emory St. Joseph Hospital. I'm a heart transplant coordinator currently. I have been there for 17 years. I initially started and I worked on the cardiac step down floor, and then I went and I worked in this cardiovascular ICU where patients go after having open heart surgery and heart transplants and having LVAD implants. I love my job. When I lived in Alabama for 2 years, back from 2001 to 2003, I would drive back to Atlanta and work 2 days in a row and then go back to Alabama. I knew we would eventually come back to Atlanta, and I didn't want to lose, my job. I wanted to stay there and earn seniority, and I'm very thankful that I did that. My husband and I met when we were in the Air Force. We were both stationed at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, which is where our two daughters were born. I do text most of the time because that's kind of the norm, and with our children, they prefer texting. However, you could call me old-fashioned because I do prefer phone calls and face-to-face interaction. I feel like you can get a lot from talking to a person and seeing their facial expressions, which of course you don't see when you're texting, and people can misinterpret what you're saying, and you do not have a chance to always explain what you meant. I was in the Air Force for 7 years active duty. I got out so I could finish nursing school and go to clinicals, and then I was in the National Guard for 2 years while I finished my schooling. I would recommend to anybody to go into the military. I've kind of wished I would have stayed in for 20 years and done a full tour, but that's okay. My dad was Air Force. I grew up, in Indiana near Grissom Air Force Base, which has now become a reserve Air Force Base.